안녕하세요. 사람사랑 대표 이선호입니다. 영국 입시 인사이트 Q&A 세 번째 시간인데요. 질문을 하기에 앞서 야스민 사와에 대해서 소개를 해야 될 것 같은데요. 이분 스스로 케임브리지 의대를 입학을 했었고요. 물론 졸업은 사이언스로 했었고요. 임페리얼 대학교, UCL 대학교에서 인터뷰 패널을 했었습니다. 그리고 스스로 카디프 식스폼을 세워가지고 현재 1인 학교 만들었고, 아직도 야스민 사와가 만든 시스템으로 운영을 하고 있고요. OIC와 함께 현재 가장 많은 학생 수를 의대를 보내고 있습니다. 개인적인 하나 얘기를 해드리면, 영국 의대 인터뷰에 앞서 자기소개서가 굉장히 중요한 역할을 하는데, 제 학생들은 새벽 2, 3시까지 자기소개서 수정을 해주는 그런 경험도 가지고 있고요. 저 또한 야스민 통해서 굉장히 많은 영향을 받았다는 것을 말씀을 드립니다. 이번 질문은 영국 의대 인터뷰에 대한 질문인데, 질문을 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다. 야스민, 영국 의대 인터뷰 진행 방식과 인터뷰 질문에 대해서 소개해 줄래요?
So medical school interviews in the UK are generally two types. They're either panel interviews, which is a little bit more for free flow, but of course they have a set structure of questions, or it could be station-based, so mini multiple interviews. So basically in those interviews, you will have, say, from 4 stations to 10 stations, and each station you'll be given a different scenario, a different question. What are the type of questions they're looking for? Well, this is really very broad. So firstly, they want to know that you have the motivation to do medicine and why you want to study medicine. Secondly, they want to know insights about medicine. So for example, if you've done work experiences, what have you observed from those work experiences, the skill sets, and do you have evidence of those skill sets? Thirdly, they're looking at your teamwork skills, your work, your communication skills, your empathy skills, and they'll ask you scenario-based questions. So what do you do in those situations? They'll be also expecting you to understand medical ethics. And again, they'll give you scenario-based questions, and they'll ask you, what are the medical ethics in these situations? What are the things you have to consider? They would also ask you things like data interpretation, prioritization, instruction-based questions to demonstrate your communication skills. And there's also perhaps stations where you have to debate about things based on what you read in the news. And lastly, they could also have role play. So you would have to act a scenario and demonstrate your communication skills.
안녕하세요. 사람사랑 대표 이선호입니다. 영국 입시 인사이트 Q&A 네 번째 시간인데요. 지난 시간에 이어 영국 의대에 대해서 알아보고 있습니다. 이번은 영국 의대 입학 요건인데요. 전에는 프리딕트 그레이드가 가장 중요하다고 생각을 했거든요. A레벨 프리딕트 그레이드, IB 프리딕트 그레이드. 하지만 지금은 더 이상 그렇진 않아요. 점점 GCSE가 중요해지고 있고요. UCAT은 과거보다 훨씬 더 중요해지고 있습니다. 하지만 이 두 요소들도 인터뷰 초대될 때까지 까지는 굉장히 중요한 요소지만, 실제로 인터뷰를 한다고 보면 인터뷰가 모든 걸 결정을 하는 부분이 더 있거든요. 그래서 이번은 의대 입학 요건에 대해서 물어보도록 하겠습니다. 야스민, 영국 의대 입학 요건에 대해서 자세히 설명해 주실래요?
So what are medical schools looking for? What is a typical student that they want? Firstly, of course, because it's so competitive, for international students, there's a cap of 7.5%. Even for domestic students, it's extremely competitive. 1 in 20 gets an offer. So of course, academic aptitude is very important. So they'll look at your GCSE grades, your set of achieved results in GCSEs, IGCSE or equivalent, then your predicted grades in A levels or IB or its equivalent, or achieved set of grades if you're applying in your gap year. But apart from that, the other factor that they look at will be your UCAT score. And UCAT is the admission test, which is really important. They use that to filter students. They will rank students, and they will then have a cutoff point, and those students who are top ranked in the UCAT scores, plus their academic results, of course, they'll be invited for interview. So it's really important that you master the UCAT admission test. Once you get to interview, it's really important that you're able to demonstrate that you're aware of the role of a doctor, you're aware of the skill sets, and that you've done lots of reading about medicine, for example, through the GMC, the NICE guidelines, or even just reading the news. So those will be the 3 things that medical schools are looking for.
안녕하세요. 사람사랑 대표 이선호입니다. 영국 입시 인사이트 Q&A 그 7번째 시간인데요. 이번에는 치대에 대해서 조금 알아보도록 하는 시간을 갖도록 하겠습니다. 치대는 의대에 비해서 입학하기 굉장히 좀 힘들거든요. 이유는 모든 입학 조건은 거의 비슷하지만 인터내셔널 위한 자리가 개의 자리밖에 없거든요. 그리고 의대 파운데이션은 약 100명의 학생들을 위한 자리가 좀 있는데 인터내셔널 학생들이 들어갈 수 있는 치대 파운데이션은 딱 한 군데만 있거든요. 굉장히 좀 입학하기 어려운 걸로 알려져 있거든요. 그래서 이번에는 치대가 얼마나 힘든지 이 부분에 대해서 물어보도록 하겠습니다. 야스민, 치대 입학은 의대 입학에 비해서 얼마나 어려운가요?
Thank you, Sono, for that question. So in terms of level of competition, there is not much difference when you apply for medicine or dentistry. There are less dental schools, which means also there's less places available at each of these dental schools, and even more so for international students. There's a 7.5% cap on international students, whether it's for medicine or dentistry. So it is obviously competitive. However, I would say the key difference between these two courses are really understanding what's your passion. So making sure that you've done work experiences, you've talked to dentists and doctors, understand what are the requirements, the skill sets. So the skill sets are pretty much similar. Dentistry would obviously require a lot more manual dexterity skills compared to medicine. But also in medicine, you may want to be a surgeon. So therefore, manual dexterity skills would also be important. So there's a lot of similarities, but there's also lots of differences. However, in terms of level of competition, there's very little difference.
안녕하세요. 사람사랑 대표 이선우입니다. 영국 입시 인사이트 Q&A 그 8번째 시간인데요. 치대는 어떻게 입학하는지 그 의대 입학과 치대 입학의 차이점에 대해서 좀 얘기해 보려고 합니다. 사실은 치대는 거의 의대 입학하고 거의 비슷합니다. 자기소개서 필요하고요. UK 필요하고요. GCS 점수 그리고 프리딕트 그레이드가 또 필요합니다. 당연히 추천서도 필요하죠. 지원하고 나서 또 인터뷰 초대하는 것까지 거의 유사합니다. 하지만 자기소개서를 한다든지 워크 익스피리언스를 한다든지 치대에 포커스를 맞춰야 되고 약간 미세한 부분이 좀 있긴 하지만 거의 비슷하게 알려져 있습니다. 그래서 이 부분에 대해서 야스민에게 또 물어보도록 하겠습니다. 야스민, 영국 의대 입학과 치대 입학의 차이점은 무엇인가요?
No, there's very little differentiation in terms of application criteria for both medicine or dentistry. They're both really demanding courses. So the universities would expect really high academic aptitude, both pre-A-level qualifications, but also when it comes to your A-levels or IB or its equivalent. They would also be looking at UCAT, and universities would rank students based on their UCAT scores and then invite them for interviews. So in terms of those criteria, is pretty much similar. I would say the differentiation, it's really down to your experiences because you need to demonstrate your passion. Why dentistry as opposed to medicine, or why medicine as opposed to dentistry. So really that's going to be down to your work experiences, your wider reading, the voluntary work, the range of sort of projects or competitions that you take part in. All those things will showcase your passion. And the skill set is pretty much similar as well. So for example, communication, teamwork, empathy is very important in both for both career groups. Although I would say for dentistry, perhaps a little bit more highlight is given to manual dexterity skills. So you could mention that in your personal statement or at interview. So really, there's a lot of similarities. In fact, I've had students who have switched from dentistry to medicine or vice versa, but it's because they have transferable skills that they're able to demonstrate. So it's really down to making sure that you understand the criteria, but also making sure that you really understand what's your passion. So, and you can only do that through experiences.
안녕하세요. 사람사랑 대표 이선우입니다. 영국 입시 인사이트 Q&A 그 9번째 시간인데요. 의대 입학을 이렇게 준비하다 보면 AP 점수를 가지고 있는 사람들 꽤 많이 있거든요. 그래서 AP 점수를 가지고 있는 학생들은 어떻게 입학을 하는지 이 부분에 대해서 얘기를 해 보도록 하겠습니다. 예를 들면 영국의 킹스 칼리지 같은 경우는 AP 5과목을 요구를 하고 있거든요. 최소한 4과목에서 5점, 그리고 한 과목에서 4점 최소 점수를 요구하고 있고요. 그리고 세인트 앤드루스 대학교가 있거든요. AP에서 최소한 3과목에서 5 이상을 해야 되거든요. 그러면 이 부분에 대해서 야스민에 대해 한번 물어보도록 하겠습니다. 야스민, AP를 가지고 있는 학생들은 어떤 식으로 입학 전략을 세워야 하나요?
medical schools accept a range of qualifications, and that includes APs. Typically, medical schools will look at 3 to 5 APs, and they would normally specify what APs you would need to take as well. And you would also need to take either SATs or ACTs alongside. It's really important to check which the university's requirement, because each medical school will differ. But I would say that if you have the opportunity, or if you're at the stage where you can choose which curriculum to take, then I would still suggest taking either A-levels or IB, primarily because with APs, you almost have to decide which universities you want to go to and then look at the requirements, look at the subject requirements for their APs and so on, which is fine. You could do that, but also there's a danger in terms of selection of universities. I normally advise students to select universities based on their UCAT scores. But certainly, to answer that question, you can apply to medical schools with APs. You just have to do a lot more research and as well prepare in advance.